Howdy, y'all. I'm George from Houston, Texas. If you've ever recorded acoustic guitar or have been given acoustic guitar tracks to mix, you know that the sound from the fret movement can be very harsh at times, especially if you use like a pair of Shure SM81s or a condenser mic. You can get some rich tones, but the harshness is increased or is more prominent. But this is the workflow that I use in Studio One to clean up my tracks very quickly. Now there's various ways in which you can do this. You can use EQ, dynamic EQ, multi-band, saturation, and different things like that. Let me show you how to create that macro really quickly. First, you have to show your macro tools. Then you go to macro editing and you can click on this little cogwheel, macro organizer, create new, and I'm gonna call this remove harshness from acoustic guitar fretboard. All right, and on the description, I'll wait to the end, but the first step I want to do is I want to select the clip and then I want to cut it up by just clicking one command. So you would just type split and you will look for split range, add it. The next one is going to be volume, and you're going to use decrease volume. And each of these is going to decrease the volume by 3 dB. So I'm going to use it twice because I want to get 6 dBs out of it. And the last one is going to be crossfades. So create crossfades. And you can actually put some arguments here, length, type, and bend, but I'm just going to leave it like that. So now I have all of these commands, 4 commands that I'm going to be able to run just with the one simple click. So let me give it a description. Split range, decrease volume by 6 dBs, create crossfades. Pretty much just copying what the commands are. You can put whatever description. Use this when, you know, the guitar, fretboard, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, once I hit OK and I close this window, now it's going to show up in my shortcuts. So I'm going to give it I'm going to assign a shortcut to it. In this case, I'm going to do Control G. Then I'm going to hit assign, hit apply. So every time I click Control G on my keyboard, that's what's going to happen. But I'm going to take it a step further. Now, you don't have to do this. I just want to show you how I do it. I have a macro board or a mechanical keyboard that I use as a macro board. So I'm just going to assign the shortcut to that macro keyboard. And quickly, I'll go through it. Here's G. I'm going to go Control G. As you can see here, Control G. I'm going to set it, save it, apply. So now I only have to click one key instead of using my keyboard. All right, so here's the first one. So normally, as I said, you would have to click here, select the clip, lower this, then type X, and boom, you have your little section done, right? But you can just use your macro that you've created, and I'm just gonna do that. Just gonna select that area, and I'm gonna type the shortcut, right? So that's after, check out before. After, right? Really nice and smooth, and in context you won't even be able to hear it. But let's keep going, just do a couple. There's another one there. So it's this section here, just gonna do that. Shortcut, bam, it's done. Right, really smooth, really natural. Before, after. Okay, here's another one. Right, so it's there. Shortcut, that's after. So you get the idea, and by using this macro, you don't have to do all those extra steps. So let me know if you have any cool macros that you use, and this is a cool one because you can also use it to edit your vocals, you know, where you're trying to avoid using too much compression, or there's a lot of disbalances or unbalanced vocals where the peaks are really high and stuff like that. So this is a cool macro to use. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.